Shabbat Tov.
Shabbat Tov. One of the first songs we'll sing is a song we sang for the first time, I think, all together last melave malka, and we know one of the great revelations of this Shabbat was that the Creator promised Pinchas, who is Eliyahu, that he will live forever, and that he will be the one who will be the revealer, the messenger, to let the world know that that time when Bila Hamavet Lanetzach, the removal of death forever, has been achieved. Umacha Hashem Elokim Dimam Me'al Kol Panim, and the Creator will remove all the tears, meaning all the pain that has ever been felt will be removed. And as we sing this song, we want to think that this time will come soon when death will be removed, when all the tears and all the pain that we all and humanity has felt from the beginning of time will be removed. Hashem, Dima, Dima, Me'al Kol Panim, Umacha, 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 Hashem, Dima, Dima, Me'al Kol Panim, Umacha, 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 Hashem, Dima, Dima, Me'al Kol This next song is a relatively new one, but again, one of our new favorites. We know, for instance, that our Siddur, the prayer book, is called Tfilah Le'ani, which means the prayer of the poor. And the Zohar explains that it is the prayer of the poor person that is the most powerful. And each one of us can be and needs to be in our prayer like a poor person, meaning the understanding that we need complete assistance. We need everything. We have nothing of ourselves. And when a person prays like that, then his prayers are truly answered. And these words are from Psalms, and these are amazing. The words themselves are amazing. And basically, it's a request to always be, for all of our prayers to be answered and never to be left alone.
ושבת אליך תבוא, אל תסתר פניך ממני, ביום צר לי. השם שמע תפילתי, שבת אליך תבוא, אל תסתר פניך ממני, ביום צר לי. השם שמע תפילתי, שבת אליך תבוא, אל תסתר פניך ממני, ביום צר לי. השם שמע תפילתי, שבת אליך תבוא, אל תסתר פניך ממני, ביום צר לי.
The next song, which song number 3, is from the, we say this every day in the Modim, and we know as Rav Ashlag teaches that the vessel to receive our next blessings is the gratitude, the appreciation that we have for our blessings today. And the greater our appreciation that we have for the blessings that have been showered to us, now we have opened ourselves up for the blessings that will come later. So we sing together, and as we sing this, we awaken within ourselves the appreciation for all the great blessings that the Creator has given to us, and with that appreciation, opening ourselves up for the blessings that will follow.
Chol urachamecha ve'amerachem ki Eloi ki Eloi ki Eloi savu chasadecha ki me'olam ki binu lo ki Toiv Kilo Chol Rachamecha Ve'amerachem Kilo Kiyasawamu Kilo Yatamu Chasadecha Kimeyoilom Kiyivinu Lo Kimeyoilom Kiyivinu Lo Kiyilo Yatamu Chasadecha Kimeyoilom Kiyivinu Lo.
We know that Pinchas was this week. We know that Eliyahu is Pinchas. We know that Elijah the prophet every Saturday night is ready to go, because we know that the final redemption cannot come on Shabbat. So Eliyahu is very connected to the final redemption, does everything he can to make sure Elijah the prophet just waits. Anytime he could help people, anytime he could, and the moment Shabbat ends, he's like, okay, maybe the redemption's here. And we want to run to a movie, I want to have sushi. Eliyahu Navi is ready to connect to the final redemption. So, especially in this week that we had Pinchas, and now it's the Saturday night of Pinchas, and all the sacrifices that we all made, we want to really connect to Eliyahu Navi. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Atishbi, Eliyahu Eliyahu Hagiladi, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Atishmi, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Eliyahu Hagiladi. Behi Eliyahu Eleinu, Im Mashiach ben Davidim, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Atishmi, Eliyahu Hanavi,
Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Atishbi, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Eliyahu Hagiladi. Oy Eliyahu Eleinu, Mashiach ben David. Eliyahu Eleinu, Mashiach ben
We can stay standing. The next song is also pretty fast. It's going to start a little slow, though. It's song number 9. Song number 9, and what we're asking for in this song is that we have the merit through our work to be in this world, in this physical world, when the end of pain, suffering, and death comes to this world. So as we sing this song, we meditate not only to merit to be here, but that we have the ability to do the work to bring about that time quickly in our lifetime. V'chayenu v'kavenu limot HaMashiach Rachaman Hu Yezakenu malkeinu v'chayenu v'karvenu limata Mashiach ulevinyan beit hamikdash lechayei haolam haba ulevinyan beit hamikdash lechayei נשוב לחיי העולם הבא. המבדיל בין קודש לחול, חטאותינו לא ירחוב, וחסדנו בתוך הרים בלילה, יום פנה כסת אומר, אתה בוקר וגם לילה, at a small town in Russia, Poland, Ukraine, one of those towns, there was someone that unfortunately was condemned to death for whatever reason. And
I read the story after Michael talked about him this morning about sacrifices and pinchas, and then after lunch I was reading, because of fourth meal, we always need to share stories, and I read the story that this person was condemned to death, and it happened to be on Shabbat. So the law at that time, I don't know if it's the law now, but if you're condemned to death, right before you're taken to be killed, you go and you confess your sins. So this person asked to confess his sins to the certain Kabbalist. So they send a messenger from the, I guess, court. It wasn't really court system then. It was more of a judge thing and kind of one of these courts. And they send this messenger, and the Kabbalist says, I'm not coming. In his mind, he said, if I have to do this and then they have to kill him, then I'm participating. I'm going to be part of that. But in his mind, he actually had trying to see what he could do to help this person. He says no. So then comes back to the court. So the judge says, what do you mean no? You have to tell him he has to come. So he sends an officer of the army. He sends the officer, he comes back, he says no. Finally the judge says, I'm going to go myself. Judge goes, he says no. Finally he goes to either the whatever the town had, the mayor, the person in charge of the whole entire region. He says, I'm going to go to him. And he comes to him, and all the students are all scared. And he says to him, it's either you or him. If you're not going to have him confess to you, then I'm going to take you. He says, I am not going to go. He goes back. Sunday morning, he ruled. He said, because that person was willing to give up his life, I'm not going to condemn them to death, and he sent them free. And the real lesson is, as much as we're willing to go for somebody else, that's as much as chance they have. This world, and if you look at the world and the problems we have, the only way we could really make a difference, if we're willing to go all the way and help other people. If we're not only will their lives not be the best it could be, but our lives won't be the best it could be. The more we sacrifice, the more we give of ourselves to others, the more this world will have for others, the more this world will have for ourselves.
שלח תשבי לים סגולה, רבע ששון ואנחה, כל צהלה ורינה, שפתנו אז תרננה, אנא אדוני הושיענה, אנא אדוני יצליחנה. We spoke today that the gift, the promise that was given to Pinchas is that he will be a malach kayam, as Yonatan ben Uziel says, which means that he will be a living angel. And we know that he was not only an eternal angel, but an angel that comes and helps all those who truly are in need. And this next song speaks about the angels that existed before Pinchas became one. And what we want to do as we sing the song is to call these angels to come, and as the song says, to surround us and to protect us. We ask the angels on our right, on our left, in front of us, behind us, and above us, the Shekhinah, the supernal light of the Creator.
Hashem, Hashem, Elokei Yisrael, Mimini Michael, Umismoli Gabriel, Milfanai Uriel, Me'achorai Rafael, Ve'al Roshi, Ve'al Roshi, Shechinakel, Meshem Hashem, Elokei Yisrael, Mimini Michael, Umismoli Gabriel, Milfanai Uriel, Me'achorai Rafael, Ve'al Roshi, Ve'al Roshi, Shechinakel, La ilaha, la ilaha, la ilaha, la ilaha, la Beshem Hashem Elokei Yisrael, Mimini Michael, Umismoli Gabriel, Milfanai Uriel, Me'achorai Rafael, Ve'al Roshi, Ve'al Roshi, Shechinakel, La ilaha, la Ve'al Roshi, Ve'al Roshi, Shechinakel.
For as long as I've been singing this song with my brother, he always sings it. He loves this song since, I don't know, 20 years at least. He always sings this song. It's one of, as he would say, it's one of his favorite songs.
The next song we're going to sing, we sang it, I think, for the first time last melave malka, and it's a pretty complicated song. And I mentioned that it is Bensie's uncle who wrote the song, sings the song. But it's very appropriate for this Motzei Shabbat, because I shared this morning that Rabbi Havam Azulai says that Rabbi Akiva was a reincarnation of Zimri, and he says further, we know that in the plague, that occurred, last week's portion, 24,000 people died. And Abu Bihava Mazulai says that those 24,000 were reincarnated in the 24,000 students of Rabbi Akiva. We know that the 24,000 students of Rabbi Akiva died in a plague as well. And they died in a plague because it says that they did not respect one another. And the Kabbalists say an amazing thing. They say, you know why they didn't respect each other? It's because they remembered what happened in the last incarnation. And when they looked at the other 24,000 and said, I remember you from last time. All the things that you did, how you fell, how all together we all caused this plague. And because even in the second time around, they kept on remembering the falling of the first time, they fell again. And again, this should awaken within us, all of us, the desire to only see the good in our friends and those around us. Because when we see the good in another person, we not only reveal that good further, we also reveal the goodness within ourselves. And this next song, which was written by Rabbi Melcha the Zhensk, who those of us who have been and will be going to the trip in Poland, it's one of the most powerful places there. Rabbi Melcha the Zhensk wrote these songs, and basically it's a prayer that we should only see the good in our friends and those around us, and that we should have the gift, the ability to direct ourselves and our friends in the right path.
תן בליבנו שנראה כל אחד מעלת חברינו אדרבה תן בליבנו שנראה כל אחד מעלת חברינו ולא תן בליבנו שנראה כל אחד מעלת חברינו תן בליבנו שנראה כל אחד מעלת חברינו ולא חסרנו שנדבר כל אחד את חברו בדרך הישר והרצוי לפניך ויעלה בליבנו שום שנאה מאחד על חברו חלילה ושנדע בכל אחד את חברו בדרך הישר והרצוי לפניך ויעלה בליבנו שום שנאה מאחד על חברו חלילה ותחזק אותנו באהבה אליך כאשר גלוי וידוע לפניך שיהיה הכל נחת רוח אליך שיהיה הכל נחת רוח אליך שיהיה הכל נחת רוח אליך שיהיה הכל נחת
נחת רוח ושחזק אותנו באהבה, באהבה אליך. כאשר גלוי וידוע לבניך, שיהיה הכל נחת רוח, נחת רוח אליך, שיהיה הכל נחת רוח אליך, שיהיה הכל נחת רוח, נחת רוח אליך, שיהיה הכל נחת רוח.
אמן כן יהי רצון.
אמר אדוני ליעקב, אבירמתי יעקב, אל תירבדי יעקב. כי לא נחש ביעקב.
The next song I'm going to sing is song number 1, and it speaks about the power of song, that as we sing, we connect ourselves with the Creator, and it speaks about the different light and power that we draw for ourselves and to the world as we sing.
ויתבנים שירו שירו ויתבנים שירו למלך ויתבנים שירו 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 למלך בתפארת מפואר ויתבנים שירו שירו
ויתבנים שירו שירו
ויתבנים שירו למלך
ויתבנים שירו למלך
ויתבנים שירו שירו
שירו למלך בתפארת מפואר ועכשיו אויב האדם המשמיע
שירו, שירו למלך, שירו, שירו למלך. בלם, 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 בלם.
שירו, שירו, שירו.
בלם, 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 בלם.
שירו, שירו, שירו.
יתבנים שירו, שירו.
הטבונים שירו, שירו.
הטבנים שירו למלך.
הטבנים שירו למלך.
הטבנים שירו,
שירו, שירו.
שירו למלך. בתפארת מפואר. יעשה עבדיו עבדיו. המשמיעים בקודשך. והטבנים שירו, שירו, שירו למלך. שירו, שירו למלך. יעשה עבדיו עבדיו. המשמיעים בקודשך. והטבנים שירו, שירו, שירו למלך. שירו, שירו למלך. עבדיו עבדיו. המשמיעים בקודשך. והטבנים שירו, שירו, שירו למלך. שירו, שירו למלך.
שירו, שירו למלך. שירו, שירו, שירו.
The next one we're going to sing song number 24, and it's from the Musaf. Basically, the prayer, the meditation, the request is we're asking the Creator, with His mercy, to shine His light down on us and return His light to us and to this world completely. And as we sing this song, we ask for an awakening of mercy. We ask for an awakening of mercy of the light of the Creator to remove the darkness from our world. Melech Rachman Rachem Aleinu. Melech Rachman Rachem Aleinu. Toivu meitiv hidaresh lanu. Toivu meitiv hidaresh lanu. Shuva eleinu mamon rachamecha. Shuva eleinu mamon rachamecha. La Elai, 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 La Elai, Elai, La Elai, 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 La Elai, Elai, La Elai, Elai, La Elai, La Elai, Elai, La Elai, Elai, Eloheinu b'amon rachamecha. There's a story that the Rav would always tell over from his teacher, and I think some of us have heard it. I certainly have heard it many times. But after the Shabbat, and when we spoke about the awakening of love and care that Pinchas had for the souls of Zimri and Cosbi, and how that love and care that he awakened is what merited him receiving eternal life. There's a story that the Rav would often tell from his teacher, from Rav Brandwein, that there was a man who was condemned to die. And he says to the king, or he says, I have some affairs I'd like to take care of before I leave this world, before I'm killed. So the king says, look, I can't let you go. What you've done, you're going to run away. If you bring somebody in your place, you have a week. And if you don't come back, if this person is willing to accept this, if you don't come back, he will be killed in your stead. So the man goes to his best friend. He says, do me this favor. He tells him, I'm going to be killed in a week. And I ask you to take my place for this week so I can put my affairs in order. The man, of course, he loves him so much. He says, whatever I can do for you. And they go to the king, and the king accepts this man instead for the week. The week comes to an end. The man has done what he can. And he's late, though, in coming back. And the king is about to execute the friend. The man runs back, the accused, the condemned, and he comes in front of the king. He says, I'm here, don't kill my friend, I'm here, you can kill me. And then the friend starts yelling. He says, no, it's too late. He didn't come on time. I am the one who should be killed. And they start fighting amongst themselves. The friend who is condemned and the friend who's trying to save him argue amongst themselves who is the one who should be killed. After seeing this go on for some time, the king says, my decree was to kill one person. But I see that if I kill even one of you, it's really like killing both of you. Because of the love that you have between you, killing one will be like killing two people, and that wasn't the decree. And therefore they were both allowed to live. And this really is the lesson that we learn from Pinchas, because he was not willing to give up on the souls of Zimri and Cosbi. The Creator said to him, if you love them so much and you care for them so much, you will remain in this world forever to assist and take part in their correction. And of course, the awakening that we want to receive from this is to really awaken love for another person. If we are able to truly awaken love and care for one other person, the amount of blessings and light that opens up to us is endless. And as we mentioned today, this is maybe an explanation of that verse that Rav Ashlag said before he left this world. Orech yamim azbe'eu, I will give him the length of days, ve'ar'eu bishuati, and I will show him my redemption, meaning not just the global redemption, but if you care for another soul, the Creator says, I have to give you the length of days so that you can see in this person's redemption. Orech yamim azbe'eu ve'ar'eu בישועתי אורך ימים אז ביהו וערהו בישועתי אורך ימים אז ביהו וערהו בישועתי אורך ימים אז ביהו וערהו ישועתי אורך ימים אז ביהו וערהו בישועתי אורך ימים אז ביהו אורך ימים אז ביהו וערהו בישועתי אורך ימים אז ביהו וערהו la 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 אורך ימים אז ביהו והרעו בישועתי 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 la 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 אורך ימים אז ביהו והרעו בישועתי 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 la 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 אורך ימים אז ביהו והרעו בישועתי 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 la 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 אורך ימים אז ביהו והרעו בישועתי אורך ימים אז ביהו והרעו בישועתי
So there's a story that I remember, supposedly from the Ari. Once upon a time, there was a couple that didn't have children, and they didn't have money either. And they were trying to find a way to make a gift to the Creator to allow them to bear children. And the woman said, you know, I think what I would like to do is each Friday night I'll bake challah and I'll put it into the Aron Kodesh in the hopes that Hashem will hear my plea and will accept my offer, however small it might be. And so Friday afternoon comes and the woman bakes her challahs and puts them into the Aron Kodesh. And Friday, 2 hours later, the shamus comes to clean the shul. And he's talking to God and he's telling him how bad things are and how he doesn't even have money to make the meal of Shabbat. And that he'd just like to see a sign, something that shows him that his way is right and that his heart is pure and that Hashem is listening to him. And with that, he realizes that the veil that covers the Aron was slightly open. And he pushes it, and sure enough, inside he finds these 2 freshly baked challahs. And he's astonished. He picks the challahs up. He's so happy. He goes into Shabbat with so much love, so much, admiration for the fact that God truly heard him. And then comes the morning prayers on Friday, and they open the Aron, and the woman looks and she says, my God, he accepted my challah. I know that I'm on the right way. God is listening to me. And sure enough, that Shabbat passes, and the next one, and this scenario is going on for almost 2 years. The woman is baking the challah, and she's making her own prayer as she presents her offering to God. And then the caretaker comes in, and sure enough, every week he finds the challah waiting for him in the same place. And he knows now he's having a wonderful conversation with the Creator, because he sees, visualize, that sure enough, the Creator is listening to his prayer. And finally, one day, the rabbi, he should rest in peace, walks in at the wrong time. And he sees this scenario taking place. He sees the woman with all her love putting the challahs into the aron. And then he waits and he sees the shamus and taking the challah out and taking it home. And he stops it. And he says, listen, this can't happen. See, you think things are miraculous, but they're really not miraculous. For all this time, this woman has been baking challah, and for all this time, you have been taking the challah home, and you believe that this is some kind of a divine inspiration. And with that, the Ari walks into the synagogue, and he turns to the rabbi, and he says, be prepared, because your time is up. You see, for all these years, upstairs they have gotten so much pleasure out of seeing this thing happen in front of their eyes, seeing this woman with her joy in being able to share whatever she could, and this other couple with the beautiful thought that they were receiving directly from me. And now you've changed that. And because of that, you were allowed to live all this time just because of the delight that the Creator has received from you. The message that I want to say with that is, as the Ari said, sometimes it looks like we receive something from somebody else when we're really asking for permission from above. But remember that there isn't anything that happens without a message from above.
Ein aruch lecha Hashem Elokeinu Allah ba'olam hazeh v'yeh zulatach malkeinu lechayei ha'olam haba Ein aruch lecha Hashem Elokeinu ba'olam hazeh v'yeh zulatach malkeinu lechayei ha'olam haba Efes bildecha Galeinu limot HaMashiach Ve'ein dameh lecha Mashiachenu litchiyat hametim Efes bildecha Galeinu limot HaMashiach Ve'ein dameh lecha Mashiachenu litchiyat hametim Keladon al kol ha'masim Baruch hu bo'am Kefi kol הנשמה גדלו וטובו מעלה עולם דעת ותבונה סובבים אותו המתגאה על חיות הקודש
ונדע בכבוד על המרכבה, זכות ומישור לבני חיסר, חסד ורחמים מלא כבודו, טובים מאוד שברם אלוהינו, יצרם בדעת בבינה ובהשכל, כוח וגבורה נתן בהם, להיות מושלים בקרב תבל, מלאי זיוום פיקים נוגה, נאה זיוום מכל העולם, שמחים בצאתם, ששים בבואם, עושים בימה רצון גוליהם, פאר וכבוד נותנים לשמור, צהלה ורינה לזכר מלכותו, קרא לשמש ויזרחו, ראה והתקין צורת הלבנה, שבח נותנים לו כל צבא, מרום תפארת וגדולה, סביב וחיות אבני הקודם, אפס ברזך גואלנו, לימות המשיח, ואינו מלך מושיענו לתחיית המתים. מנה עבר יעקב, העתירה מיעקב, נשבע אדוני ליעקב, העתירה מיעקב, שבות יעקב, העתירה מיעקב, את יעקב, העתירה מיעקב, שבי ישועות יעקב, העתירה מיעקב, גול יעקב, העתירה מיעקב, רוני וזמרי ליעקב, העתירה מיעקב, שב אדוני שבות יעקב, העתירה מיעקב, תיתן אמת ליעקב, העתירה מיעקב. The next song we're going to sing, we know that Rav Isaac Luria, the Ari, explains that during these 3 weeks, we can sit down, I think. During these 3 weeks, it's a time when we are especially, although of course throughout the year it's important for us to look around the world and see the pain and suffering that exists in our world. But the Ari writes that specifically during these 3 weeks, and specifically during the Tikkun Chatzot after midnight, it's important to awaken that feeling of pain for the world and to cry tears. The Ari specifically writes that it's a great merit if a person is able to awaken tears for the pain of the world during these 3 weeks. And this next song, which is from Eicha, which we read on Tisha B'Av, speaks about the importance of awakening those tears in front, awakening the light of the Creator, then to remove the pain that is the source of those tears. Shifri, Shifri, Shifri. Song number 11. Shifri, Chamayim, Chamayim li, Nochach Penei Hashem. Shivri Kamayim, Kamayim Libech, Nochach Penei Hashem. Shivri Kamayim, Kamayim Libech, Nochach Penei Hashem.
Nochach Penei Hashem.
Shivri Kamayim, Kamayim Libech, Nochach Penei Hashem. Da-da-da-da-da. Shivri Kamayim Libech, Nochach Penei Hashem. Shivri Kamayim, Kamayim Libech, Nochach Penei Hashem. Shivri Kamayim Libech, Nochach Penei Hashem. Shivri Kamayim, Kamayim Libech, Nochach Penei Hashem. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Hey, lai, 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 lai. Hey, lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. The next song, song number 6, Ari explains, and we say this every day in the prayers, that the way to awaken what's called the Gemara Tikkun, the end of the correction, is by awakening a desire for it every day. And that it is our work, part of our work, to daily awaken within our hearts, within our souls, a desire for that Yeshua, for that redemption, for an ending of pain and suffering in this world. And as we sing this song, we meditate, we ask that we become awakened. And through this awakening, to bring an end to pain and suffering in this world, we reveal that light finally. Kivinu kol hayom metzapim liyeshua metzapim liyeshua ומצפים לישועה ומצפים לישועה. Before the last song, I just want to thank Betsy Davis, who cooked all the pastries for all of us. Thank you, Betsy.
So I was reading today, right at this time, during the Second World War, Rommel's army was already in Africa and on the verge of going into Israel. And the Kabbalists went to the grave of the Or HaChaim HaKadosh on his death anniversary, Rabbi Chaim ben Atar. He's in Tammuz, and one of the Kabbalists closed his eyes, was by the Or HaChaim HaKadosh, Rabbi Chaim ben Atar. Most of you either have been there or going to be there if you haven't. He's on the Mount of Olives, and he closed his eyes and he says that there's no way that Rommel's army will get here. And they asked him why. He says, because Rabbi Chaim ben Atar is just not going to let them. And days later, the Germans invaded Russia, and they focused all their armies on Russia. And the same Kabbalist said, what Rabbi Chaim ben Atar did is, in order to defeat one negativity, he made another klipa come and attack another klipa, and got them busy with themselves, and instead of busy with the light. But more importantly, just when I read the story, we're all going to be going together to the tzaddikim. I'm very excited for the first time we're going to have an organized, not everyone's going to go, but 60, 70 people are going to go to Ukraine, Poland, and to some of the tzaddikim we always talk about. Their power is unbelievable. All we have to do is come there and we'll connect to them. It says that Rabbi Elimelech, the reason why he wasn't buried in Israel like most people, the reason why his body didn't, even when they pass away outside, it says that the souls and the 99% of the body rolls to Israel, because that's where the source of energy. But Rabbi Elimelech is standing there waiting for people to come to pray with him. He's actually sitting there, and he's alive and awake. So I'm very excited. Very soon we're going to all go to all these places and really feel their power.
So the last song, which is I think the second song we sang, and as we mentioned, the Ari of Isaac Luria says that the most powerful prayer is the prayer of a poor person. And what we ask, what we meditate as we sing the song, that we all, in all of our prayers, have that strength, that ability, that inspiration to be as a poor person, and then all of our answers, all our prayers are answered, and we are never left alone. 25. ולפני השם ישפוך שיחה תפילה ליעני ידו ולפני השם ישפוך שיחה תפילה ליעני ידו ולפני השם ישפוך שיחה תפילה להעניק ידו ולפני השם ישפוך שיחה השם שמע תפילתי ושבתי אליך תבוא אל תסתר פניך ממני בים צהלי השם שמע תפילתי ושבתי אליך תבוא, אל תסתר פניך ממני ביום צערי. תפילה לעני קייתו, ולפני השם ישפוט שיחה. תפילה לעני קייתו, ולפני השם ישפוט שיחה. השם שמע תפילתי, ושבתי אליך תבוא, אל תסתר פניך ממני ביום צערי. השם שמע תפילתי, ושבתי אליך תבוא, אל תסתר פניך ממני ביום צערי. השם שמע תפילתי, ושבתי אליך תבוא, אל תסתר פניך ממני ביום צערי. השם שמע תפילתי, ושבתי אליך תבוא, אל תסתר פניך ממני ביום צערי.
אל תסתר פניך ממני ביום צערי.
Shabbat Tov, everybody. I just want to again to thank Bensi again. We'll give him a round of applause. Shabbat Tov, everybody. Thank you.